another episode of Two Caring Gents. How you doing, my friend?
Remarkable.
Boom. It's what a blessing to be here with you again. Episode number 4. Who thought we'd even show up for episode or be able to do episode number 1, but we were able to do that. Here we are for number 4. What are we up to today? It is our call to action. So when everybody that's listened in so far,
Absolutely.
how to make sure you know how to get a hold of us. This obviously gets more momentum with people tune in. So we appreciate y'all listening and tuning in, but then also being an active, engager of the content, telling us what, you want to hear, what folks in the said space or something that you're very passionate about that we can go to work on bringing those folks in and making sure that you know how to get a hold of us. So with that, I will hand it off to Nick.
So when we're reading these comments and we're really taking in the voices of our listeners and trying to understand what their challenges are and what they're experiencing, we really want to be able to provide that platform for all our listeners and that this is a community of support. And so with that being said, we want to be able to provide all those avenues for you to be able to connect with us. And we sincerely mean that. We will be reading every comment and every request, and we will make a list of what we need to do to bring those needs forward.
Yeah, I think that's, as we talked about doing this is, it's one thing to watch an episode or a podcast and then you only have yourself to reconcile that episode and what was learned. And that's one thing that, I've been blessed enough, man, with real friends that they show up when I'm in my lowest times. And then also I've heard and seen a lot that when you have success, there's a group of people that actually will pull on that tether and try to bring you back down, or they'll root for you on the way up, whatever your up is. As simple as that might be, like we've talked about, just being happy at home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%.
You reconnect with your wife. You've really worked on being a great dad, and the right group, they're going to be there and they're going to applaud you.
100%.
The wrong group is going to pull that tether and try to bring you back. And I think what's unique about our vision for the show is we don't want anyone to watch this show and they want the time to unpack the information and not have an avenue to connect with someone because just maybe they don't have that person that they can cry with, that they can really have a meaningful conversation, right? And you and I are going to be there as long as we can.
Yeah.
Right?
As much as possible.
But also, especially in the beginning, though, I think that's what's so important about the core group of folks that start to watch this at the beginning. You're going to get us, right? And then that network's going to grow and we're going to create a community that takes care of each other.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally the title of the podcast, Two Caring Gents. And that isn't said lightly.
Yeah.
It is two individuals who care a lot. And you're right. Those that you surround yourself with is so critical. And having those avenues of, reaching out and getting advice and helping each other away. I mean, life is hard enough. It is so hard alone. So why? And that's what we're going to try to accomplish here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it, man. And, and I see a community within the podcast and within what we're building here. And that's a lot of, the community that we're blessed enough to have here in Omaha. And then our extended community with folks that have helped us, there's a really strong group of people that we can call and reach out to when we need help. And I see that. And I think we both promote that, when we get the community going and when we have, somebody that wants to start their own business, there's probably an entrepreneur in that pool that you can say, I've always wanted to start a hair salon. I've always wanted to do that. And I'm really good at it, but I just don't know how. That we're creating a community that you can go find that person, or you're really struggling with your health for whatever reason, and you can find somebody you can trust that's either been there and help navigate, or we can get you to somebody innovating something you don't even know about that can help you, right?
An interest you didn't even know you had interest in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what we're talking about. And so really, sincerely, both Chris and I mean, our background in mentoring people is a big part.
Yeah.
I mean, why we're here, because we've mentored so many,
Yep.
you know, in this arena that we're discussing these topics.
Yeah.
And so we're sharing that to the entire community. Please reach out to us. We will touch base with you and make those suggestions on topics, and we will do our best to meet those.
Yeah. And we continue to be mentored.
Always.
Right?
I never shut that door.
Perpetual improvement.
Yeah.
Right? And small perpetual improvements. Mm-hmm. But being able to be vulnerable enough to say, hey, Nick, I'm really struggling on this, and I can't figure it out on my own, and getting help. Right? So, no, that's beautiful. So with that, we're putting a wrap on our first kind of introduction to the Two Caring Gents. My man, it means a lot
100%.
to our production crew. Appreciate you, sir. Yes. Loud and mighty. We could not do this without you. With that, we're going to put a wrap. Please sign on, take a look, reach out to Nick and I. What do you think? What do you want to hear about? And we are so excited to bring our next segment of podcast to you. And all of you have an absolutely fabulous week and do great things. See you.